What is going on, everybody? I am Maverick Mike, and we are here with another Weekly Watchers Watchlist. This is a special one because we got the holidays coming up. Happy Thanksgiving for everybody out there that celebrates it. I always like to start every holiday week with two keynotes. One being enjoy yourself, travel safe. But number two, the more important one, be careful on holiday weeks. Volume tends to be slower on holiday weeks because we need humans to be trading stocks. And typically as day traders, when's a good time to take a break and walk away from the screens? During a slower week. Also, people with family, I heard the elementary school, middle school, and high schools now have all week off. So enjoy this full week off with your kids and your family. But that doesn't mean there's not going to be opportunity here to take advantage of. And this week, we've already started off with a huge bounce. For those of you guys that are new here, what's going on? Click that subscribe button below. I do this every single Monday, and I always have 3 videos every single week that I like to review. My first one is the Weekly Watchers. I live trade on Tuesday, and then I dive into some education at the end of the week. So hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to join in on this weekly webinar watch list before we actually release it on YouTube, you can check me out in the Simpler Trading website under Stock Mavericks. We have a special $7 course or a $7 monthly trial that's happening right now for Black Friday. So take advantage of it while you can. Now, when I talk about my weekly watch list, I always like to say, treat this watch list like a newspaper that could make you money. Don't just go out there and buy all these stocks. Read it with your cup of joe on Monday morning and look. I always like to create key alerts and key support and resistance levels that I alert. And when those stocks hit those spots, that's when I'll start to look. So I'm going to go down this list. I start with sectors, and then I get into listed stocks, then options, and I finish off with OTCs. So let's dive on in and let's see if we can make some money on this Thursday week. In this Thanksgiving week. Sorry for my mess up there. Starting off is CRCL, and it looks like we're already getting that bounce green day. It's following up off of 64. Friday, the stock, we were watching it, and it bounced off of 64. So to hold that spot and continue is beautiful. APPS is the next one I'm eyeing down. It looks like we've also got another continuation. So what you're going to notice about a lot of this list here is I'm looking at downward trending stocks. A lot of stocks have fallen in the past 3 weeks because the market has cooled off in the past 3 weeks. Now, if you look at the QQQ and SPY, what I mean by cool off is just a downtrend in 3 weeks because we've been uptrending since April. So that downtrend has caused a big drop in a lot of these stocks. And I'm just bringing up the ones that haven't made the move yet. Since I am making this list at the end of the day on Monday with you guys, remember, I do create this list with my team every Monday morning. So if these stocks have already made the move, I'm going to delete them off that list, but we were watching them on Monday morning before that. SES with the possible first green day. I don't love this as much until it gets above 195, and that's why I have my alerts at 192 and 195, and we'll see if we create that real green day coming up soon. We had some good opportunities in DVLT, one green day to the next, but also DFLI. And it might not look like a lot, but 75 cents to the gap up this pre-market this morning to 92 cents. That's almost a 30% gain. So you'll be surprised what these oversold stocks can give you. SOUN, nice first green day. Is actually already following up here. We have SES as another one. And the reason why they're highlighted in orange, that means I'm actually watching them today, Monday, to make a move overnight. So both SON and SES are AI stocks looking for that move. Keeping with AI, we have RCAT as a first possible green day, bouncing off that $6 spot. LAES is one we've been watching since last week. IONQ perfect bounce off that 40 spot last week, right off the long-term support areas. QSI, trying to create a small first green day for a quantum stock with IONQ. And then OCGN was my last one here on the downward trending stocks, also continuing its way back up. So that's my small list of downward trending stocks. Now, if you dive into sectors, I have these all divided up. So this is a drone stock, this is AI stock, this is quantum stocks. But I also think that Bitcoin should be something that specifically should be looked at. Because if you look at Bitcoin, look at this drop that it's had recently from 127 down to 80K. And if you like this Bitcoin at 80K, you should like it. I mean, if you liked it at 120K, you should like it at 80K. So always think dips are discounts. We're showing a first bounce green day. If we do get back into the 90Ks this week, which I think will happen, I will also like a lot of these ones to bounce. RABK, very light volume right now, but keep watching it. BTCS, another very light volume one, but one that fell from $6 all the way back down to $2.50 recently. CAN is another one. Usually when it breaks above $1, it's a good thing, so we'll be keeping an eye on that. And then today, if you took advantage of MSTR or BMNR, congrats for Nick, who was taking advantage of that in the chat room today. Look at these option calls going from 150 all the way to 5. So there's a lot of opportunity here on these first green days that are oversold, and we're just looking for that follow-up. And then there are two stocks that I think are good ones to pay attention to. They recently popped on the radar because Zcash is actually a Bitcoin, one of the new Bitcoins that's come out. It spiked to a $700 spot, and you can always look at Zcash by typing in like Zcash on Coinbase, Zcash, wherever you want. I like to look at it on market cap, coin market cap. And you'll be able to watch every movement. Now, the thing about Zcash and all these Bitcoins is they move every second. And if this is going to push down after hours, then these stocks that I just showed you, they're good ones to look for possible shorts or bounces. But right now, they're downward trending, and I think they're going to be good bounces if Bitcoin does bounce and these come back up. So big drops now in CYPH and ZCSH, but I think both of them will look great. I think CYPH is going to be a good one. From 370 back to 180, we got to keep our eyes out on that one for sure. And then getting into now just listed plays, just looking for one follow-up day to the next. So that's what I'm looking at the rest of these stocks. All I'm looking for is a stock that either can make a green day right now and then follow up to that next day. Next one is ABAT, or the first listed one, not a downward trending stock, even though it is downward trending, but it's kind of leveled out now. ABAT trying to create a first green day. I'd love to see it get back above 380. I wasn't really too interested in this. BBAI, already starting something up here to start the day. Actually, really nice close there in BBAI. If anybody caught 607, we're already getting a nice bounce there to close out the day. The two cannabis stocks, CGC and Tilray. The reason why I picked CGC is because CGC actually is bouncing off of $1. If you do look at it, the last time it bounced off $1, it hit 180. So maybe we get that again there. Tilray is back down to $1, trying to break it above $1. And on Monday morning, these actually got news. Cannabis stocks got news and got a good spike. So maybe something happens from that. We will see. The next two stocks I only put on here because they were on my watch list on Friday, but they both gapped up, so I'm not as interested anymore. And then the last couple of stocks I have, Apple for a possible breakout. The market's been dipping, but Apple hasn't. It's leveled out. So now it looks like it's trying to make that level up to break out. And then the last couple of stocks I have are OTC stocks. These are my bread and butter, only because I've been playing them all the way back since 2015. I don't play them all the time, but I still like to keep an eye on them. So all of these for possible moves, GPHOF, when it passed $1 yesterday, it gapped to 130 or last week. So maybe we get something else. CYDY, it got a nice little green day to start the week. Can we continue that leg up back to 39 and hopefully higher? We'll be looking for that. We got ourselves HGRAF, small little first green day. QNCCF I don't have on the list, but this is a bonus one. It closed really nicely. It's one I put on my overnight watch list that I create every single day at 3 p.m. for possible overnight plays, and that actually looks really good. And then the last two, DRSHF, which is a drone stock, and then Grill It, super cheap sub penny stock. I only put this stock on the list because it was one of the first stocks I ever traded. It used to be a chicken stock, like literally like Chicken Kitchen or like Pollo Tropical, and now it's changed to a Bitcoin stock. It just shows you what these things are capable of. So always the goal with any of these plays is just to buy one and sell it higher. Don't long term these. That's not what I'm here to teach you. I'm here to try to teach you how to make money from one day into the next. And if you're interested in stuff like this, check me out on simplertrading.com under the Stock Mavericks room. We got a special Black Friday deal going on, $7 for just a month. So take advantage of it while you can. Hopefully I see you guys in the room. And if not, click that subscribe button and I'll be back here next week with another weekly watch list video. Much love and go tag one of these bags out there. Stay safe for Thanksgiving weekend. Travel safe out there. And enjoy yourself. Don't stuff yourself too much. See you, everyone.